An Attic classic. Right,
Is
it's
it
coming
not a
up.
song?
Yeah, it should be. It's coming up to 7:30.
That means it's time to get the news, the travel and the weather where you are.
Hello there, very good morning to you. North West victims of the contaminated blood scandal are amongst those waiting for today's final report from the public inquiry. They include John Morrissey from Bolton. He contracted hepatitis C in what's been recognised as the worst treatment disaster in the history of the NHS. He gave written evidence to the inquiry, and he's joining other families from our region in London to hear the report's findings.
The systemic stuff for me is what's really, really important. You can't have something like this with tens of thousands of people being affected and lives ended and shortened happen again. They've got to learn lessons from it.
Manchester City fans have been celebrating after their side made history, becoming the first club to win the Premier League title 4 seasons in a row. They beat West Ham 3-1 in their final game and finished 2 points ahead of Arsenal, who beat Everton at the Emirates.
It's just unbelievable what this fella's achieved, Guardiola. He's absolutely, he's the best. He's the best. He's the best across Europe and the best across the world.
It's amazing. 4 in a row. It's the first time it's happened in Premier League. I can't imagine that. Champions again, ole, ole. Champions again, ole, ole.
And it was an emotional day too at Anfield as Liverpool said farewell to Jurgen Klopp after 9 years as manager. He said the supporters there were the superpower of world football and told the crowd in the city that he loved them to bits. Elsewhere, Virgin Trains could return to running rail services on the West Coast Main Line between the North West and London 5 years after losing the franchise. They've applied for an open access licence in competition with Avanti West Coast. The application is being considered by the rail regulator. And alcohol harm is said to be costing the North West £4 billion a year. The Institute of Alcohol Studies says over 700 million of that's the cost to NHS, such as hospital admissions and ambulance call-outs, and over 2 billion is the cost to the criminal justice system of alcohol-fuelled crime and disorder. Now the weather after this weekend's hot sunshine. Here's Gillian.
Hello, good morning to you. Well, it's a dry start for many of us this morning. High pressure is still in charge. It's sitting out to the northeast. So for many of us today, it will still be fairly settled. There will be quite a lot of cloud. You can see that building in from the east there. A lot of low cloud through this morning. But I still think some sunny spells at times through the afternoon here and there. Temperatures around 20 degrees. We'll be feeling warm, slightly cooler there for the Isle of Man. And we do keep a bit of that cloud tonight. It gradually clears and we will see some clearer spells as we head into the start of Tuesday, but our next weather front soon moves in. You can see that there, that rain starting to edge in from the east, and some of that could be quite heavy at times. Overnight temperatures around 7 or 8 at the lowest. So for the rest of this week, it is going to be a little bit mixed, a little unsettled, slightly cooler by midweek, but temperatures picking up again by the weekend.
Merseyrail trains not running between West Kirby and Hoylake because of a derailment this morning, and there are delays on the M6 southbound in Cheshire near Lymm. That's it. I'll have more in half an hour.
Hello, welcome back to breakfast this Monday morning. Now, after decades